What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of U4 Tower of God Season 2. This is episode 16, and with me, as always, I have Blue Spade.
Yeah. So last week's episode ended on a cliffhanger in which we saw Bam pointing a gun towards Anak and the other person. Um, but, it turns out that Bam ended up shooting both of them with light bullets, resulting in both Anak and the other person getting sent to the Archimedes ship. Uh, so,
Yeah,
so
I kind of figured that was what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Anak was not happy with that whole situation. That was
But,
well, I mean,
but nobody seems... the thing that just keeps getting to me, nobody, recognizes Bam. Everybody thinks, they're like, oh, you're Jewel Viola Grace. The only difference is that Bam has long hair, but nobody seems to recognize him.
uh,
Even
yeah,
Anak doesn't recognize him. What was it? The other
yeah,
guy doesn't.
Shibisu doesn't Well, I mean,
He
to
doesn't.
be fair, Bam put like a face mask over his face,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, it's like
But he took it off at some point too. Well, I guess he took it off after their confrontation or whatever.
so
Uh,
so mm, yeah. So much of the fight uh happens like inside the hall, the main hall, in which Bam is helping another one of his Fug members, in which he's fighting against he's fighting against like this guy holding like a honey pot of some sort. Uh, but like he gets he gets like, what was it? Like an octopus like comes out and sprays like some kind of like, I don't know what it was. It just like it forms a ring around his
well,
finger.
we find we should mention too that apparently that they're like one of the members of the other members of their team. She has some ability to I guess control people, and she I guess that octopus helps her do it. It's not exactly clear how that works. Um, a Wangnan tries to approach her at one point, but Kun stops him. Saying that if he actually does confront her, that going to take control of him too, because she's captured the was it Prince and the little girl.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
um, yeah. So that ring that's on Bam's finger, it prevents him from using his Shinsu abilities, which it kind of like, it kind of suppresses his abilities for a bit when he's going up against like this large muscular dude. But then he turns it around by using like, what was it, that hidden ability that he's had since, I guess, since he joined Fug, which he immediately just takes the guy down. And so this catches Shibisu by surprise, and and Bam, of course, makes a deal with him to spare his life by allowing his friend, his Fug comrade to survive or get healed by having him
Yeah, because she was poisoned earlier with I guess with the B guys. I guess like one of his abilities, or I guess he managed to stab her and poison her.
Yeah.
But I mean, he said that well, if you use the honey that I have, that it'll counteract the poison.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's just kind of annoying. Why would you even tell them how to help? I mean, I don't know. That kind of, it's I always find it ridiculous anytime that the villain tells the protagonist or whatever, oh, hey, this is how you can cure this poison, or this is how you can help your dying friend, if and it's well, thanks for that information. Now I know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Shibisu is taking off guard with Bam's new ability, and of course he's obviously threatened by it. So he eventually agrees to Bam's terms, and this decides to leave. And so soon afterwards, Bam and the other Fug members are eventually sent up to the Archimedes ship soon afterwards. At the same time, we also see Wang Nan and what was it? No, actually, no. Kun shows up at the at the mansion as well, and we also hear that Rock is also following them as well.
Yeah, and what was it? We also see was it not Hyo wrong, but yeah, the other guy with the one wing guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he shows up, and you know now he's I guess he's being distant from Wangan. He's like, you know, don't talk to me. I don't want to have anything to do with you, and he just walks off.
yeah, understandably because he's being blackmailed by Fug now.
Yeah,
So with everybody else being sent up to the Archimedes ship, uh, what's left is we see Endorsi confronting, like, I guess that other stranger that Bomb uh, interacted with earlier, and she's asking where Violi is, um, but the guy that Bam was with tells her that, that Violi is Bomb, which ends up shocking her into realizing that, oh my god, I've been chasing Bomb the entire time.
yeah, yeah. I'm not really sure how that's going to like. I mean, you know how that's really going to change things. I mean, maybe she's gonna, you know, I mean, I don't know, like try to talk with him or something, but I don't know because it seems like she's, you know, she acted like that was a big revelation that it was Bomb because of course she also didn't recognize him either.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
still, it's like, yeah, it's another thing about like nobody recognizing Bomb. Even like for, I know it's been like, according to the show, it's been like a 5 year time skip. But it's just like
yeah,
it's silly that nobody's really even recognized Bomb even after
yeah,
all this
like he
time.
hasn't changed anything else about his appearance, um, except for just his hair is long.
Yeah,
Uh,
and of course, like
yeah,
she's not even recognizing Bomb, but of course, but like I said, it's like Bomb was wearing a face mask over his face just to keep him
yeah.
from like even recognizing him at the slightest. But still, it just seems silly that nobody after all this time nobody's really recognized Bomb. I mean, I can understand if Bomb was wearing some kind of full on face and like full on head mask to hide his identity, but to at
I mean, it would at least be more believable if he was doing something to conceal his identity, but he really isn't. So, I mean, it just comes off as ridiculous anytime nobody that used to know him seems to recognize
I
him.
mean, they've been friends for like, for the entirety of season one, and not
Yeah.
even a single person like even recognizes Viola as Bomb until somebody really tells him that it is Bomb in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm interested to see, I guess, what Endorsi's going to do now that, I guess, with that information. If she, I obviously, it seems like she's probably going to try to go after him. But at the end of the episode, everybody, I guess, goes back up to the Archimedes ship.
Yeah, so she
Um,
she doesn't have any like all the people that are required to go to the Archimedes, is already up there. So she doesn't have access to
yeah.
get up to the Archimedes unless like she can tell the other guy that she's with how to sneak up there.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, he's trying to get there too. So I'm guessing they'll probably like, you know, I guess cooperate with each other just to try to get up to the Archimedes. Um, that yeah, I don't know. I thought it was an okay episode. Obviously, I feel like season two still just kind of suffers from kind of subpar animation as I've been saying. Because there's more fight scenes in this episode and they just don't look all that great for the most part. They're not terrible, but they're also not that good either. So it's I don't know. I feel like it should definitely look better than it does. But like I said, it's not the worst thing I've seen. Um, but it is weird because you watch the new opening and it seems like it seems like they like, probably put most of the budget into the opening animation because the series itself just does not have the same quality of animation that we see in the opening,
Yeah,
uh, which is disappointing.
I
But
mean,
uh,
the only plus I can really give this show right now is that it has a much better second half than its first.
yeah, I would say like plot wise, the second half so far is a lot more interesting than the first half. Just because of what's happening. I'm a little bit more invested in the second half. So yeah, I think this. Yeah, I agree. The second half is definitely better, at least so far, than the first part of the season.
Yeah, because now that it's finally involving Bam's original team from the first season, and potentially, they are. I'm pretty sure, like by the end of the season, that they're gonna, end off in a big reunion by the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting that it's probably going to culminate with Bam probably seeing Rachel again, and something's probably going to happen with that.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I mean, obviously, they're not gonna mend, or
no, no, I think it's more likely, he's going to confront her about what she did, and something's going to happen with that. Like, either, I mean, it's hard to say what exactly he's going to do. I mean, it definitely doesn't seem like he's going to fight her or anything like that. I think he probably just wants answers. He just wants her to like tell her, or I guess tell him why she did what she did.
yeah. I mean, but I'm pretty sure like the end of the season is mostly going to be focused on Bam reuniting with his old team again, and it'll
Yeah,
probably just move on from there, seeing as like there's still more story to tell even after this.
yeah. But yeah. So I guess all that all being said, guys. Until next time, we will see you all later.